You already know this. Donald Trump doesn't want to debate. He is running scared, but also while running, trying to look like a big, strong boy. And it doesn't really seem to be working despite an assist by the mainstream media. Even Donald Trump fans, take a look at this, are apparently furious over the fact that he is refusing to debate Kamala Harris. And that's a reference to, you can go see on New Republic, they have a mashup of different MAGA people on Twitter that are like, what are you doing? You're a coward debate. And they don't think that he's a general coward or whatever, but bear in mind, they've all been told for years that she's a ding dong, she's a dummy, she's unqualified, she's DEI, she's all these things. She has no brains whatsoever. So why are you so afraid to debate her? It makes it look even more embarrassing.
A storm is tearing up the digital media industry. Only our audience can save us in these difficult times. Help us reach our goal of 100,000 new members at tyt.com/team.
On Friday, because his excuses have evolved over time, on Friday he argued he didn't need to debate her because he was already leading in the polls. Now, of course, he is not leading in the polls. He is at the very best tied and trailing in many of them, as we'll get to. A week earlier, he had a different excuse. He said that he couldn't debate a Democratic candidate who wasn't officially nominated or even endorsed by former President Barack Obama. Now, of course, within hours of that, Harris had secured Obama's endorsement. But to be clear, it has never been the case that you only debate people that Obama has endorsed. That's ridiculous.
Of all the people, that's the devil in their mind. Well, the devil.
What are you talking about?
The devil born not in this country hasn't endorsed a person I think is a pure DEI candidate. Obviously, this is
we
in
need
their
the Hussein
minds.
endorsement.
Exactly. Yeah. Come on.
Well, and also he couldn't debate a Democratic candidate who wasn't officially nominated. Joe Biden had never been officially nominated. What are you talking about? This is all embarrassing cover stories, and we all know that. So, okay, that's not good enough. I need a backup plan. I will debate her, just not where and when I said I would, which is ridiculous to most people, but some people liked it. JD Vance, unbiased, called Trump's offer to debate Kamala Harris on Fox News a master stroke. And it was certainly a type of stroke in that it made Donald Trump feel better, but it did nothing for anyone else. So anyway, he wasn't happy with debating her. He didn't want to be on ABC, but he'll debate her on Fox, where I'm sure they'll do some master stroking if that does end up happening. And that's a ridiculous evasion where I'm not gonna do the thing I already said I would do against the guy I thought I could beat, but now obviously I think I'm gonna get my clock cleaned. So I'm gonna run to Fox. And here's how the New York Times pitched it to their readers. Trump proposes a Fox News debate with Harris on September 4th. According to Mr. Trump's post on social media, the debate would take place in Pennsylvania, a crucial battleground state. And that's the only bit of news about this that you need to know.
Oh my God.
He's offering a debate. He's not a coward, he wants to. And he wants it to be in a battleground state with a full audience and Fox News hosts and basically manipulating it as much as possible to save his sorry butt. By the way, even if she agreed to this, there's no guarantee he'd even do that. But the fact that New York Times would pitch it with his chosen narrative, so ridiculous. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, you gotta always, just despite the font, we always need to scrutinize everything that the New York Times writes because that is such a mischaracterization and you're absolutely right. The debate was scheduled for actually my birthday, September 10th, which I'm very upset about. So I'm a little bit pulling for a Fox News debate on September 4th. But that's self-interest. But yeah, you can't say that. You could say Trump backs out of CBS debate, or I believe it was, right? Or
I think it was maybe ABC.
Right,
one of the two.
One of the alphabet.
Who can tell
ones.
the difference?
Yeah. But that's again, the New York Times bends over backwards. And this, I've always said this. If Trump had wanted to play the New York Times and have them eating out of the palm of his hand, he could have. He basically did. They bend over backwards because they want the candidates to be taken seriously. And this is the Republican nominee for president. No, man. It's Donald effing Trump. You've covered everything he's done. You don't have to give him this olive branch. You don't have to give him this win or make it look like he's being reasonable. It's so silly.
100%, 100%. So remains to be seen. She says, and I think 100% rightly, I'm gonna be at the debate we scheduled. Maybe you'll be there, maybe you won't, but we had a deal, okay? So anyway, and by the way, the sorriest attempt to cover for how cowardly he's being. And I apologize, I read an article on it and then I couldn't find it again. I hate the internet. But anyway, right wingers are saying he's not the coward, she's the coward. You know why? Because she agreed to debate JD Vance. Why isn't she gonna do that? Well, because she's not the VP anymore. What the hell are you talking about? The VP pick will debate JD Vance. What are you talking about? That is so, like their bubble is so thick that you could say something so obviously stupid as that, and your fans will be like, yeah, you're right. He's not a coward. Maybe it's her actually. Like, Jesus Christ, have some standards, people.
I do think, John, sorry to interrupt quickly. I do think she should accept to debate him whenever, wherever, like Shakira says. I think that Fox News might actually pull out some actual questions. Honestly, it's hard to do worse than what CNN did. So, hey. And I also think she should debate JD Vance. She could do it both, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say at the same time. I'm not sure she quite has it like that, but I do think that she could debate both of them. I don't think that Harris should back down from, not back down. I think she should accept a debate with Trump knowing he is the one who will back down no matter the venue.
Maybe. I don't like that it lets him imply that this is a win for him. I don't like this. They had a deal.
Right.
They could have other debates or whatever, but not he chooses the time, the place, the network, the crowd. Like,
right.
Why should he get to choose everything? When you click the join button and become a tier 2 member, you get access to all of our weekly top 10 lists. What are you waiting for?